So a lot of us don't know that studies in the Czech Republic is relatively cheap and easy. Yes, sometimes a lot of international students will complain that to process the documents is difficult, but I want to tell you that even to go to the United States or Canada, it is still difficult, not to talk of the middle of Europe or Europe in particular. So if you didn't know that Czech Republic has very cheap schools or very cheap programs, this is a video for you to watch. I am going to tell you some of the programs in this particular university that you can study for less than 1,000 euros, all right? Some 800 euros, some 1,000 euros, some 1,500. So if you find a program here, you are lucky. But again, let me quote here that if you want to study in the Czech Republic, you should understand that you need a Schengen visa to move to Czech Republic. The second thing you have to note is that there is an application fee of 30 euros in this university you have to pay to apply for programs, all right? Then another thing you have to put into consideration is that there are 7 faculties at bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs. That is all the programs at BSc level, master's, and PhD are all found within these 7 faculties, all right? You are the one to select from there. Now, also understand that there is an entrance examination, and everybody, or let me say some group of individuals from bachelor's, master's level have to write this entrance examination, and this entrance examination involves mathematics and foreign language. That's 50-50 to make 100, and if you pass the exam, that is when you are going to be selected, all right? Remember, before you even pass the exam, you have to register online, all right? And before you write the exam, you need to show proof that you actually registered for a place online and with the help of your passport before you can. Now, again, understand that the exam is 90 minutes, and like I said, registration fee for the exam is 30 euros. Now, this exam is to assess you to see if you actually qualify for the program you are applying for in this particular university. The name of the school I'm talking about in the Czech Republic is called Czech University of Life Sciences. If you didn't know, this school has all programs at bachelor's and master's to PhD, all in English language. Now, I said they have 7 faculties, and most of the programs are found in the faculty. Most of the programs are found at the master's and PhD level. The bachelor's degree programs are just 3 of them, all right, and they include economics and management. The other one is business administration, and the other one is informatics. Now, remember I said this university has relatively low tuition fee, all right, in almost all the programs. Now, I will be taking one program, telling you what you need to do, telling you the admissions period so that you know. First of all, I will start with the bachelor's degree programs. To study at the Czech University of Life Sciences at bachelor's level, there are certain requirements you need to meet. First, if you are taking a program like economics and management, you should understand that admissions is already closed. It's closed on the 3rd to 1st of March and it's going to open again around December. So if you are watching me, make sure you apply to this university. Check around December and apply. It is relatively cheap. Now, the economics and management program is 20,000 Czech kron, all right, the Czech money, and in euros, it's 813 euros. So if you want to study this program, economics and management, know that you are going to spend just 813 euros for 1 year. That is how this program is in Czech Republic, in this particular university, Czech University of Life Sciences. Then the next bachelor's degree program you should know is business administration. Business administration is a little bit expensive, 32,000 Czech kron, which is equivalent to 1,300 euros a year. All right, very cheap programs. Now, before I continue with the list of programs, let me also state here that when you have an admission to study in the Czech Republic, you have to pay the tuition fee, all right? Without you paying the tuition fee, you can't apply for the Schengen student visa, or let me say the student visa to Czech Republic. In some cases, it's going to be a Schengen visa anyways, so that is what you should know, all right? Now, business administration has closed already and is going to open again around December. All right, you can check everything in the description box. I will link the university in the description box and all vital informations I'm giving you here. The third program at BSc level is informatics. All these programs are taught in English language. So if you want to study any of them, you should know that they are in English language and you have to go through an online assessment. All right, in mathematics and in other sections like foreign language. But remember, if the foreign language I am talking about is in German. That is to say, if you want to study a program at Czech University of Life Sciences and the program says that part of the program will be taught in German and the rest in English language, know that you are going to take the online exam in that particular language. All right, you have to know all of these things so that you are aware. Anyways, read the website of the university in the description box so that you know all of this. All right, now going to the master's degree programs, they are a little expensive more than the bachelor's programs. The first master's program I want to talk about is business administration, and its tuition fee is 108,000 Czech kron, which is equivalent to 4,390 euros. All right, now also get the second program, which is economics and management. Economics and management is cheap. It is 32,000 Czech kron, which is equivalent to around 1,200 or 1,300 euros, depending on the exchange rate of a country in which you are at the moment. All right, the last one being European diplomacy is 10,000 euros, 1,000 euros, sorry, that is 25,000 Czech kron. All right, for European diplomacy. I think this one is not entirely in English language, so you need to verify all of this. Now, when you have applied for these programs, remember this is a very cheap school in the Czech Republic. They are going to organize a date for entrance examination. Those people or international students that are going to be studying from September, October this year of 2022, they had the exam on June 6, all right? Or let me say the interval for the exam was June 6 to June 10. So that is what you should understand. Now, you know all the programs, you know the tuition fee. How are you going to apply? To apply for the programs, you have to follow the application online, all right? It is called e-application. Now, also remember that studying in Czech is also very important for those of you who are studying bachelor's degree programs, all right? Now, when they organize the online exam, you have to be present on time, because if you are not present on time, you are going to miss a lot of things. Remember that before you even apply for this university, there are a list of programs I am going to be talking about right now, right here. First, the e-registration form, all right? You have to register online, and there is an application form for you. Now, the second document you need is your international passport, because without the international passport or an identification document, for Czech citizens, they have to bring their ID card. But for you as an international student, you need to show that you have a travel document. Now, the other document you need are your secondary school certificate in case you are applying for bachelor's degree. Don't get me mixed up. I said bachelor's degree. Now, if you want to take a master's program, understand that you are going to need a bachelor's degree transcript and attestation. All right, so it is very, very important for you to remember all of these things. Now, when you check each program, or let me say each course, you have to look on the left hand corner of the screen you are facing. Then you are going to see admissions details. You are going to see student benefits. All right, everything is written on the course website. That is what you should understand. Now, when you finish all of this and you are successful, you have to go through and pay your tuition fee so you can apply for the student visa to the Czech Republic, or the Schengen visa to the Czech Republic. So that is how basically the programs are. Now, let me also quote here that you have to get a refund if you have not succeeded in a visa application, or if you fail to get a visa, you will get a refund. But this refund has to go through a process. Okay, now if you check a program like business administration at bachelor's degree level, like I told you, there is all information on it. You will see that the program is full-time study. Again, when you are applying for programs to study abroad or to study in foreign countries, make sure you take full-time studies. Part-time studies cannot give you a visa, all right? So that is what you should know. Now, business administration, if you look at it, you will see that the program is full-time. It is 3 years, which is 6 semesters. Then make sure any program you are applying for at Czech University of Life Sciences, make sure you go through the dean's instructions for organizing admissions proceedings for the study of the program, all right? You will always find something like this on the program website. Now, put an eye on the entrance examination, because the online admissions examination is usually for mathematics and English, or for foreign languages. But for this particular program, business administration, it is for mathematics and English language. So that is what you need to know. Now, also put an eye on deadlines. Like I said, deadlines varies a lot, and this university is going to open, or most programs are going to be available around December again. All right, because without the deadline, like I said, the deadline for September students was in May or was around May 31st. They will be starting lectures by September, mid-September or late September. All right, and you are not allowed to do any payment or any processing after July 15th, because there are rules you have to follow. Now, payment done at Czech University of Life Sciences is only through bank accounts, all right, in cash. In Czech Republic, you have to pay in cash. But if you want to do anything, it has to be through a bank account, and every details has to be given to you. Now, when it comes to the notification, you have to notify your documents. Remember, some have to be translated into the Czech language, all right, some in English. So you need to read the notification information on university site or ask the admissions team. They will guide you on what to do. Now, moving further to accommodation. Always ask your university accommodation and you know the prices, because without accommodation, you cannot get the visa. I hope you understand. Also, understand that you cannot live in a dormitory alone. You can't get your own dormitory alone. You have to pay alongside some other students, or let me say, get a single room in a shared apartment, all right? And this time, it is going to cost you around 230 euros or so, which is around 6,000 Czech kron, all right? So you need to verify with your university to know what you are going to do or what is required of you, because sometimes you may think that the process is easy, but at the end of the day, you don't get anything. Now, like I tell you, after you get the admissions letter, the next thing you need to do is to apply for your visa, the student visa. Now, the university cannot interfere for your process, all right? Let me say, if you have difficulties at the embassy, they cannot decide on you. Only the embassy will decide. Now, you need an acceptance letter from the university. You need an accommodation letter, all right? It doesn't matter where you are applying for. There is a campus called Dormitory West. You can apply for the school, all right? Then you get all this information. Then the documents will be sent via DHL. Of each candidate can receive one DHL parcel free of charge, all right? When you gather all these documents, you send to your university, they will decide on what to do. By the way, they are going to guide you on how to go about it. Remember, visa application is different for each country, different for some specific university, for some specific universities. Let me not say it's different, but however, the country or maybe the diplomatic mission may be different in your home countries. In Nigeria, the Czech authorities may not function the same way like those in Egypt or Cameroon. That is what I mean. So after that, you should apply for the visa. Now, if your visa is denied, you have the right to do an appeal letter, all right? Or you can get an appeal letter or a refusal letter from the embassy to give to the university to return back your full tuition fee, all right? Based on the reasons for denial. I hope you understand. It is written on the website that we will refund you the full tuition fee based on the denial letter from the embassy. I hope you get the point. This is information you need, all right? All the faculties that are found at the Czech University of Life Sciences, they are listed here. You have the Faculty of Economics and Management, Faculty of Agrobiology and Food and Natural Resources, Faculty of Engineering, Environmental Science, Forestry and Wood Science, Tropical Agric Science, Education and Communication, Physical Education and Sports, and so many others, all right? So check all of these things and decide on what to do. To study in the Czech Republic is not that expensive. To study in Poland is not that expensive. To study in Lithuania is not that expensive, and Latvia. But the problem is, do you have the required funds needed by the embassy to apply for student visa? That is a problem, all right? A lot of international students do face, and I totally understand. Guys, to study, you need documents. I mentioned this already, so do not forget all the documents you'll be needing. There are forms you need to sign, all right? Legislative forms and documentation forms and admission forms and all the rest. So go gradually while you are applying for the programs. Look at them slowly, gradually, so that you do not rush. Because if you rush, you may not understand anything, all right? I will put, however, important links in the description box that will guide you more. Remember, I said December, you should be checking again around December, because this university will be opening again. I just brought out this information, showed that it should help somebody, because I know someone is looking for cheap schools like this but might not have found it he or herself. I hope you get the point. So this is the end of my video. Until we meet again in another one. Peace.